You're quantum jumping, you're quantum leaping, and sometimes, somehow, you feel it is not working. You believe that whenever you think about the version of yourself and that version of the reality that you want to quantum jump into, you believe you're feeling it like 1000%, but somehow you think it's not working. Well, here's my advice. Maybe the exercise of you quantum leaping and jumping into that, maybe that meditation time or whatever time you have, I call it like the connection time, like a date with my higher version of myself. Maybe that is fine and dandy, but the other areas of your life are not. What I mean by that, what stops what stops the flow of getting into where you want sometimes are those areas that signify block, signify lack, signify lower vibration. And a very good example of that is maybe gossip, maybe criticism, maybe focusing on the not so good, not so nice aspects of someone or something or somewhere. Every little thing amounts to a bigger thing, right? So if you are going through your day, you have 24 hours, and let's pretend you sleep 8 hours. Okay. So you have about 16 hours of waking time, conscious waking time, where you have this energy that vibrates and pulsates with some kind of a frequency. Let's pretend you do meditation, you do your connection time, you do your quantum jumping and quantum leaping um, for a certain period of time during the day. So out of your 16 hours, you probably only do it 30 minutes in a day. And then the rest of the day, you're just not really thoughtfully, consciously living the rest of the 15 hours and 30 minutes. And if you're falling into that trap that you're not consciously, thoughtfully living moment to moment, you should evaluate how much of the percentage of that 15.5 hours that you are awake is spent on gratitude, appreciation, being just chill, no stress, and evaluating how much of that goes to criticizing someone, complaining, gossiping, and always being crabby and always like feeling like dissatisfied, because that is the one blocking you or slowing down the manifestation of that quantum leap, of quantum jump to that reality that you are in, because majority of your mental state, your state of being, is not aligned to that quantum that has everything that you want, that are, I would assume, are energy, vibration, frequency that are higher than complaining, being dissatisfied, criticizing, not being kind, not being empathic, not being loving. So if if you feel it's slow, it's not happening, you have to evaluate the other areas of your life. If you feel that there is something to adjust, don't be too hard on yourself. Take it slow. You can start with just choice of words, maybe, or catching yourself and trying to see what your reaction to things are, what trick, especially when you're triggered, those unplanned triggers, right? If you're if you take the first step, that you acknowledge if there's a trigger, and then you acknowledge your default reaction to the trigger, and then you examine that default reaction to that trigger, and that is a very good first step. And then you practice so that that reaction to the trigger becomes a response, a very thoughtful, conscious choice of a response. Then your accumulated practicing of your response will help in your quantum leaping and quantum jumping into that version of you, because now, if before you started, this 15.5 hours is spent on complaining and being dissatisfied and criticizing someone and always just being crabby. And then you start practicing, and now you're a bit of a happier person. Your aura is vibrating and pulsating with I'm happy no matter what. Or you've started relinquishing control. You're no longer a very controlling person. Controlling person is always wanting something to happen the way they want it to be. But if you feel like you're starting to observe yourself as more like I'm chill, that's fine. Oh, go for it. I'm happy for you. Let's try that. That means you only have to work on maybe 7.5 hours of not aligning your bridge, closing that gap of your state of being to where you want to be. Isn't this beautiful, this quantum leaping and quantum jumping process? I'm happy for you, my friend.